Hey internet, we're back with another Disney news segment. So we have a lot to cover in this video, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna start with one of the OG Disney rides in the Magic Kingdom is getting an upgrade. Jungle Cruise is set to have a new adventure. The ride itself is not actually changing, it's just the storyline that will be updated. There is going to be more humor, more wildlife, and more skipper antics. It will also incorporate better reflections of the diversity of the world, and if you've been on the ride, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm going to read something directly from one of the Imagineers that is involved in overtaking the project in the story change. So Kevin Lively, former skipper and Disney Imagineer on the project for the changeover for Jungle Cruise, says, as part of the story update, we'll get to follow a skipper and his passengers as their journey goes awry. That's right, for the first time ever, the skipper role will not only be that of a live experience and a witty guide, but also represent by show figure within the attraction itself. In fact, the expedition will be up a tree, literally, after their sunken boat splits apart and chimps board the wreckage, with monkey business ensuing. But that's not even half the hull of the story. Fans of the Jungle Cruise attraction may recall some boats that used to make their way around the river but haven't been seen for a while. Every boat at the Jungle Cruise has a name, if you don't know that. And some of them kind of disappeared and people didn't know where they went. Specifically the Macon Maiden and the Kawango Kate. Ever wonder what happened to them? Well, you might go ape when you find out. Ultimately, the jungle gets its last laugh. And I'll put some pictures of the renditions that they, like the artist renditions of some of the updates that they're having, and I'll also put that on the screen so you could read along with it. So that's some really exciting news in Magic Kingdom. There is no news on how, like, when it's going to be closed and when it's going to be opening up. It's just that that is going to be happening in the future. So next we're going to be talking about how Disney World has updated their mask policy. There has been an update on clear face masks, and that's not just the shield that you wear. Clear face masks are allowed in the park, but they must still have a cloth covering surrounding the clear area and fit directly onto your face. There was also questions regarding if you have gotten a COVID vaccine, do you still have to wear a mask within the park? And as per the Disney guidelines, that's a yes. If you are of the age of 2 and up, you do have to wear a mask even if you have got the COVID vaccine. Also masks regarding in the water parks. Face coverings are not allowed on or in the water and on the water slides. While you're standing stationary, they are required. And I'm going to put a picture of what they mean by the clear face mask, because it's not like there's so many clear face masks that I've seen, but they specifically want just like a window of where your mouth is, and it must be covered with cloth around the entire side and go over your ears. I do have some Disneyland news, and this is a good one. The stay-at-home order has been lifted as of February 5th in California, and you are now able to make reservations at the restaurants in downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street. Not every single restaurant is opening on February 5th, but there is 6 or 7 opening that day, and I can put which ones are opening in the comment box down below, and you can check them out. This is very exciting news for Disneyland. We are hopefully getting closer to Disneyland finally being opened again, and actually I did see there is some news regarding that, but it's still kind of blurry to me, so I'm not going to mention it in this video. I didn't know this before, but actually if you, before this, when you were allowed to eat at downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street, you weren't allowed to eat actually in the park or in Buena Vista Street or downtown Disney. You would literally have to buy the food from the food carts and then go back to your car to eat it. You couldn't even take off your mask to eat it in the park while you were there, which is kind of strange, but I get why they do that as well. So along the same path as Disneyland, Disneyland annual pass holders as of March 14, 2020 have been changed to Disneyland Legacy pass holders. So if you are wondering what that means, it's special merchandise and passport discounts that have been extended. This passport seems to be beneficial in getting into new areas before anyone else has. The Star Wars Trading Post, which will be opening, and these pass holders will get a special preview on February 16th to 18th, which is coming up. So it doesn't seem like there are huge benefits, but some exclusive previews might be coming up in the future. If you have any other questions regarding the Legacy program, I'll link down below where you can check all of that out and read all of the like fine print about it. There's also a Facebook page that I'll link down below for I think it's just, I don't know if it's all Disneyland news, but it is specifically, I know it's called the Disneyland Legacy Pass Holders Facebook page. So this is where the video takes a turn for the bad news. So the bad news is there's more cruise cancellation. Shocker. So DLC has canceled all departures through April. That's all I'm about to say about that, as I'm sure I'll be telling you within the next video that they canceled through May. So another beloved experience in Magic Kingdom has ended, and that's the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. If you don't know what that is, it is an interactive game that you would play around Magic Kingdom. You would start at the fire hall right at the front of the Magic Kingdom doors, and you would get a pack of cards. And the pack of cards, I'll put on the screen here, some of the cards that you would get. They cast spells to other characters seen around the Magic Kingdom. They're basically just interactive windows that you would use the cards to cast spells. This was like a really fun game for kids and even adults, and I'm sure there will be other games coming in the future, but it looks like this one is going into the vault. Now lastly, my last bit of news is for people that are going into Disney World within the next few months. It is very important to say that the best food cart in Magic Kingdom, the spring roll cart, which I'll put a picture of the spring rolls that you can get, it seems to be like it's gonna be closed for a while. So this is where you can get cheeseburger spring rolls and pizza spring rolls, which is what both of them that I got when I was there the last time. It seems like it's gonna be closed through the remainder of February. This is sad news because these spring rolls are so good and they haven't been put into any other surrounding areas, concession stands or restaurants like they did with the Cheshire Cat tail and some other items. But that's all the news that I have right now for February. I'm sure there's going to be more news coming up regarding Disneyland's opening. I don't want to jinx it, but I really hope Disneyland is able to open soon just so people can get back into the parks. And there's a lot of exciting things that is happening in Disneyland regarding Marvel, and I will be able to cover that in the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. Come back next month and I'll have some more Disney news for you, hopefully some good ones regarding Disneyland, and stay curious.